Yes, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. Great to have you checking in today. We got one hell of a video for you today. Of course, you guys know at Altcoin Daily, we bring you daily videos on everything altcoin, everything cryptocurrency. So yeah, subscribing to the channel, pretty good idea to stay involved and connected and current with everything going on in the cryptocurrency market. Now let's get into it. Our top story today, our main point of focus is this. Bitcoin price hits 2018 low. Late Saturday night, it dipped below $6,000. It got to $5,825. And whether you're a crypto enthusiast or a cryptocurrency investor or both, like myself, the main question that we want to try and figure out today is, where is the bottom? Some people think the bottom is going to be around $5,000. Still, other people think we're going to get lower than $5,000, so there's a lot to talk about. So I think if you subscribe to Altcoin Daily, which I assume most of you do, you guys are probably a little bit smarter than the average crypto investor. But just to clue you guys in about how the average crypto investor gets their news, if you follow the mainstream media, this is how you were informed. Bitcoin dipped below 6K over the weekend.
All this terrible price action in crypto has given us pause and forced us to ask a tough question. Should we continue to cover Bitcoin? And the answer is sadly no. So today we're having a funeral for Bitcoin. It was fun while it lasted, so many memories, so many friends. There was Tom Lee and his calls for 20,000 by year end. There was Novogratz and his calls for 40,000. And there was Ripple. I think we'll miss you most of all, Brad Garlinghouse. And then there were the characters, Bitcoin Jesus, the Oracle of Bitcoin, all 500 of the Ethereum co-founders, and who could forget the Coinbase screen grab and mindless trolling on Twitter, and of course our Bitcoin bug. Bitcoin, we hardly knew you, but you will all.
Wow, very interesting stuff. So if you listen to CNBC or the mainstream media over the weekend, they declared Bitcoin to be dead. Of course, if I've been following cryptocurrency for a while, like I have, or probably a lot of you have been following it longer than I have, you know this isn't the first time that the mainstream media has declared Bitcoin to be dead. It's not even the second time the mainstream media has declared Bitcoin to be dead. That's right, everybody. It is the 319th time Bitcoin has died, according to the mainstream media. So they don't know what they're talking about. Take what they say with a grain of salt. And just to illustrate that point even a little bit more, check this out. I found this just earlier today. This is also CNBC, I believe. Yeah, CNBC. And this is, so Ripple right now, it's under 50 cents. But we all remember back when Ripple was at $2.57. It was being pumped a little bit. And this is CNBC teaching people how to buy Ripple once it was at its near its all-time highs. Then, of course, when Ripple was down at around 71 cents, this is CNBC teaching people how to sell Ripple. So that's obviously bad advice by them. Anyways, today we're not just going to be talking about Bitcoin hitting $5,825. We're also going to be talking about what this man right here, his name is Brian Kelly. He actually interrupted this funeral for Bitcoin that CNBC was happening. He calls himself, I like this guy, he calls himself the Bitcoin evangelist. And he's a pro cryptocurrency guy. I like that. Anyway, he interrupted and he said, hey, Bitcoin's not dead. And I'm going to give you my 3 reasons why Bitcoin isn't dead. So I have those 3 reasons right here. We'll be going over that. And then also we're going over other news about bitconnect, about skycoin, and then some good news about Cardano. I got a lot of good stuff for you today. And just like with all our videos, if at any point you find value, give the video a like. It's the least you could do. And honestly, we're still like a relatively small crypto channel on YouTube, but I think we provide a lot of value. And we're looking to grow and get the message out there. So yeah, give the video a like. Helps us grow as a channel. So yeah, let's get started. Let's take a quick look at the current market. We know late Saturday night, Bitcoin dropped below $6,000. But right now, Bitcoin is sitting at $6,170 about. And of course, Ethereum, $450. Ripple under 50 cents. I mean, it is a buyer's market right now. Cardano at 13 cents. And stay tuned for the end of this video, by the way, because after we're done with the news, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I bought during the dip. And so I know some of you will probably be interested in that. But to start off, actually, we're going to get into this article right here. If you subscribe to the channel, you know that something I like to do is go over, the history of the market. And you guys know normally when we take a look at the market, usually the same thing happens every year, where there's a little correction at the beginning of the year, a little bull run around June and July, then a major bull run at the end of the year. This kind of stuff seems to happen every year. However, there was one year, about 4 years ago, 2014, where this didn't happen. Yes, it had all-time highs near the beginning of the year, and yes, it did have that correction. However, it never went back up. In 2014, Bitcoin saw all-time highs at almost $1,000, and then it sank, and it sank, and it sank, and near the end of the year, it was just a little bit over $300. So it lost around 75%, 80% of its value, and people were scared. They thought it would never go back up. And the only reason I bring this up again is because it's very interesting that over at Crypto Coin News, the Bitcoin analyst, he also compared it to the 2014 market. Maybe he's been a subscriber to our channel, who knows. Anyway, let's check this out. The price trend of Bitcoin has been nearly identical to the fall of Bitcoin in 2014, when it experienced an 80% correction from its all-time highs. Conceptually, the fall of Bitcoin in 2014 and 2018 poses no difference, given that the corrections were triggered by the eruption of a retail investor bubble. As of current, many traders see a Bitcoin bottom at around $5,000, some below the $5,000 region. But unless the market fails to rebound at all and shows no signs of midterm recovery, it's difficult to see Bitcoin dropping below $5,000. Moreover, a drop from 20,000, which was its all-time high, to if it goes to 5,000 would result in a 75% drop since its all-time high, and a drop below that mark would lead Bitcoin to experience a correction that is worse than the correction in 2014. Given the difference in the level of interest, hype, and demand around cryptocurrency markets, specifically amongst investors in the public market, it's highly unlikely that Bitcoin drops below 5,000 and likely that Bitcoin settles in a lower region of 5,000. Did you guys catch that? Did you guys get what they were saying? Basically, they're comparing our current market, 2018, to that of 2014, where it just keeps sinking and sinking. They said in 2014, Bitcoin had an 80% correction from its all-time highs. And if we go down to 5,000, that would be a 75% correction from where we were at 20,000. So the markets are very, very similar. Now they say the difference is that this year, as opposed to 2014, there is a much higher level of interest, much higher level of hype and demand around cryptocurrency market. And because of that, this person believes that Bitcoin will not drop below $5,000. Very interesting stuff. I can follow that thought process. I like that. Let's continue trying to figure this out. Yeah. So as I said, Brian Kelly, he talked about his 3 reasons why he thinks Bitcoin will continue, will keep moving forward, why Bitcoin isn't dead. Let's go over those reasons right now. So Kelly outlined 3 major reasons Bitcoin will recover in the midterm back to its previous support levels at over 10,000. So right now we're around 5,000, 6,000. Guys, he says Bitcoin is going to bounce back up relatively soon to $10,000, and here's why. And I color coordinated it for you so it's easy to understand. Let's start with yellow. The number 1 reason, negative sentiment from investors signaling imminence of a bottom. Referring back to the basic rule of investing, Kelly noted that during a period in which the market is extremely bullish and optimistic, it's better to sell and eye a timely opportunity to enter. And when the market is overly pessimistic, it's wise to look for a position to enter. So, given the negative sentiment towards the cryptocurrency market by investors, Kelly explained that the major correction of the cryptocurrency market will likely bottom out in the near future. Did you get that? I mean, this is, investing 101. when everybody's bullish and optimistic about Bitcoin, when everybody's talking about how great Bitcoin is and how much money, it's going to be worth someday, it's probably when you should sell. And likewise, like what we're experiencing right now, when the market is overly pessimistic, it's usually a wise time to look for a position to enter. Totally agree with that. So he's saying right now, things are pessimistic. We're close to the bottom. So the number 2 reason why Bitcoin isn't dead: positive development within the Japanese cryptocurrency exchange market. Japanese governments moved to tighten regulations, clean up the cryptocurrency market, and legitimize the Japanese cryptocurrency sector is a positive development for the long term. So Kelly said, quote, "Japanese exchanges were ordered to improve business conditions by the government. And it's actually a good thing. Short run, it's going to be a little tough because they're stopping new accounts from coming in. But actually, they're cleaning up the system. They're making sure it's more robust, making sure it's better for the people." So Japan, they're a little bit ahead of the U.S. when it comes to positive regulations. And they're actually pretty positive on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general, because since whoever created Bitcoin named himself or herself Satoshi Nakamoto, which is a Japanese name, the Japanese people take that to mean that he was from Japan, and Bitcoin's home is Japan. So although this is it's hardly world news, but I guess Japan is definitely a leader in the space. And I guess, yes, this is a positive reason why Bitcoin isn't dead. Now we go to the third one. You guys have probably heard about this. Mt. Gox liquidation of Bitcoin postponed to 2019. You guys probably know about this, but if you don't, throughout 2018, several Mt. Gox sell-offs of tens of thousands of Bitcoin led to the market crash, preventing Bitcoin from gaining momentum at certain periods. Kelly emphasized that the delay of Mt. Gox Bitcoin sell-off got delayed until early 2019. This is an optimistic factor to consider, as a major factor to a potential market sell-off has been eliminated, at least in the midterm. So yeah, all 3 of these reasons could totally get behind. I never thought Bitcoin was dead, but just to put things in even more perspective for you, let's take a look at this. This is pretty eye-opening. It really puts things into perspective, because something I talk about all the time are Bitcoin. The Bitcoin market is still so low compared to where it could be. You can see these 2 little dots right here. I mean, this gray dot represents cryptos. This small yellow one represents Bitcoin. But when compared to all these other areas where money is, these things have value, we're so small. Even compared to the stock market. Stock market 73 trillion. Bitcoin crypto has yet to hit $1 trillion. I've said this plenty of times before. People talk about the big crash that happened to Bitcoin at the beginning of this year. But that's not even, we have so much more room to grow, because when the dot-com bubble burst, that was at a $6.6 trillion market cap. Bitcoin has never even hit $1 trillion market cap. And the dot-com bubble, that was primarily confined to the US. Cryptocurrency, that's a worldwide thing. We still have so much room to grow, guys. And anyway, that's another reason why Bitcoin's not dead. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and let's get into some of this other news. This stuff is pretty crazy. BitConnect director's wife is still missing, and police now suspect this guy of murder. Wow, pretty dark. So local police reports state that Madeline Bigoton, mother of 2, vanished 3 months ago from the Bigoton family mansion in Sydney, Australia on March 25th. Suspicions were raised when she did not return home that evening, and local police found her vehicle left abandoned on a cliff in Cape Solander. Up until now, the local authorities had treated this as a missing persons case, exploring ideas that the wife may have run away or potentially committed suicide due to alleged money issues. Now that 3 months have passed without any information, police are looking deeper into the husband's involvement in directing a renowned multi-million-dollar cryptocurrency Ponzi scheme that affected thousands of unsuspecting investors as a cause to create motive for murder. So this is kind of like more of like a peripheral story in cryptocurrency. It has no direct relation, but I guess the takeaway is, whether you're an investor, whether you're an enthusiast, or whether you're a wife or husband, stay away from Ponzi schemes, especially in cryptocurrency. Stay away from BitConnect. Stay away from anything that talks about, getting rich quick. It's not going to work out, and it doesn't work out, and we've seen that. Next up, Alleged skycoin robbery reveals developer network control mechanism. This is pretty interesting. You guys know about skycoin, so this is another crazy story. A lot of rumors are flying around regarding the skycoin cryptocurrency. Some team members claim that they were subject to a robbery. Those claims were met with a fair bit of skepticism. As such, the skycoin team decided to cut all ties with its Chinese marketing team. It still raises a lot of questions regarding the future of skycoin and its team. Skycoin, it's a relatively new blockchain platform which recently completed its initial coin offering. To expand on its presence, the team has set up marketing teams all over the world. One of its marketing branches can be found in China. It is this team, known as EvoLab, which is at the center of the ongoing controversy. Its team members have been involved in some rather unique developments. Based on the official team's response, an alleged robbery has taken place. Skycoin founder Synth and his wife were beaten, threatened, and robbed, and it's believed that the culprit stole 18 bitcoins and 6 Sky in the process. 9 individuals partook in this assault and robbery, including various Chinese marketing team members, and it's a very odd situation, which makes some people doubt how much of it's true. Even so, the stolen Skycoin has to be addressed somehow. So to solve this problem, guess what they did? And this is, I think, the real story here. The Skycoin team immediately froze the stolen funds. The fact that such an action is even possible seems to indicate the developers have a high degree of control over the network. Even so, they could not prevent a massive Sky sell-off over the past 2 weeks. That in itself had nothing to do with the alleged robbery, but is a direct result of embezzlement. EvoLab successfully embezzled $100,000 over the course of several months. I mean, this is kind of a crazy story. I don't know too much about Skycoin. Was not going to take out a position. Definitely won't take out a position now. But I think the real story here is how quickly Skycoin was able to freeze their network. Which many in the Skycoin community were like, whoa, I guess this isn't as decentralized as we thought because you guys are able to have full control over the network. And that's actually a conversation that needs to keep happening in cryptocurrency, that many of our favorite projects aren't 100% decentralized. And the question is, where is the middle ground that will lead to mass adoption, but also not be centralized, like a Ripple or something like that. There's this really cool site. I don't know what the website's name is right now. There's this really cool site where it's called like something like how decentralized is this crypto or something like that, or how centralized. And it will go through every single crypto and talk about how they're decentralized in ways they're centralized. Pretty interesting site. If you guys know what I'm talking about, post it in the comments. Cannot think of the site's name. And let's move on to the final piece of news. And then I'll be telling you what I invested in. Cardano co-founder. Wall Street will bring tens of trillions of dollars to crypto. This is pretty good. Charles Hoskinson, co-founder of Altcoin Cardano, ADA, tweeted June 20th that the entry of Wall Street into crypto sector will bring tens of trillions of dollars. And this is his tweet. What's often missed by the cryptocurrency is going to die broken record media that after the next wave of regulations, Wall Street is showing up to the party with all their locked up capital. That's tens of trillions of dollars entering the space eventually. The future is bright. Cardano, which is currently ranked 8th on coinmarketcap, has a market cap around $3.5 billion. Charles Hoskinson was also one of the founding members of Ethereum, blah, blah, blah. That's just his resume. When asked by a commentator what exactly the crypto community is building, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. So this guy tweeted at him, but what are we building that is really useful beyond Bitcoin? And Charles Hoskinson tweeted back, an entirely new world. I like that. Let's finish this up. The intersection of cryptocurrency and Wall Street has been welcomed by those who also see a potential influx in capital. In mid-May, the cryptocurrency wallet and exchange Coinbase released a new suite of products designed to attract institutional investors by relieving security and regulatory compliance concerns. Speaking about the product release, the VP of Coinbase referred to $10 billion of Wall Street money that now had the potential to enter the market. The trillion value has also been bandied around before, as Dan Morehead, CEO of $1 billion crypto hedge fund, Pantera Capital, said in April that a 40 trillion crypto market cap is possible, in part due to Wall Street's increased interest in clearing crypto trades. Like I said before, We have a lot of room to grow. Anyways, that's our video for today. If you found value in it, give it a like. Like I said, it helps us grow as a channel. And if you want to stick around real quick, let me share with you the cryptos I invested in. You know my strategy. I never chase bottoms. If I did, I cost average down. I did take out a position in Bitcoin when it was around $6,100 the other day. And if it gets down to $5,000, I'll probably take out more of a position, And I just, you don't chase bottoms. Otherwise, you're never going to get involved. Now, besides Cardano, the one other cryptocurrency that I invested in was Cardano. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, I like the project in general, but it's been on my radar for a while. Cardano saw all-time highs when everything was being pumped in January at around $1.20, and then it sunk, and it sunk, and it sunk, and in March it found some support at around 13 cents, and I didn't get involved then. I missed the boat, and I saw it climb all the way back up to 37 cents, 37.38. So now that Cardano was at 13 cents again, I was like, I'm not going to miss my opportunity. I did take out more of a position in Cardano. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments. And if you guys took out more of a position, if you guys invested in the dip, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Anyways, thank you guys. See you tomorrow.